Hello Braille class, today we are going to be recapping the digraph ow. But before we start, we will do our revise session. So let's see whether you can remember the sound from yesterday. Are your O split digraph? U or U? O, ch, U or ow or O, U or U, E, back, fantastic. Right, let's pick one of those phonemes and see whether you can pause the video and then spell that phoneme. I would like you to see whether you can write down the two letters that make the sound U or U or And just to give you a little clue, it's the same two letters, U or Remember, pause that video. Let's see if you were right. O and O. Well done if you were. Next one. Can you write the phoneme that makes U or U for stew and a brew? U or U for stew and a brew. Remember, pause that video. Let's see if you're right. E and W. Well done if you were. Oh, next one. Can you write down the phoneme O split digraph for mole in a hole? O split digraph. Remember, pause that video. Let's see if you're right. O and E. Well done if you were. And the last one. Ooh, can you write down the phoneme, the two letters, the digraph, that makes a sound U for I feel blue? I feel blue. Pause that video. Let's see if you're right. U and E. Well done. Now we're going to have a go at revising some of our high frequency and common exception words. Remember, thinking time first, and when I push it forward, see if you can say that word. About. Or one of our common exception words. Into. The bit that's tricky here is that O on the end making an oo sound. Usually that makes an O sound, but it makes oo in the word into. Oh, next one. Out. That O and U making that ow sound. Oh, there's something wrong with this one. I want you to have a good look and I want you to tell me what is wrong with that word I. What's wrong with it? The word I is a personal pronoun, so it needs to be a capital letter. So is this correct? No. Let's get rid of that one. We know that when we're writing the word I, as in I went to the shops or I like chocolate, we need that big capital I because it's a personal pronoun. That is a common misconception. That's a mistake that lots of you make. When you're writing in your work, you put a little I. You need to make sure it's capital. So let's see now whether you can spell some of these words. So I want you to see whether you can spell the word about. About. I like to walk about when it is sunny. The word is about. Pause this video. Let's see if you were right. A-B-O-U-T. Well done if you were right. Next one. Into. Think about which letter's the tricky bit in this word. Into. Into. Pause that video. Let's see if you're right. I-N-T-O. And you can see, sorry guys, you can see that the word's one word, not two words, one word. So there's no finger space in between the in and to. One word. Into. Oh, let's see whether you can spell the word I, the personal pronoun I. How are you spelling that? Have a think. Pause that video. Let's see if you're right. A big capital I. Yes, you're correct. And the last one, can you spell the word out? Out. I look out of the window to see the snow falling. Out. Pause this video. Let's see if you're right. O-U-T. Well done. Remember, if you want a challenge, you can always write these words in sentences or more than one sentence. Now we're going to recap our sound today. And our sound today is the digraph ow. So our caption action, we can see there's a little boy here and he's got his hand up to his forehead and he's looking out. So he's in the woods, and in the woods, sometimes in some of the woods, in different countries, there are bears. And in this wood, there are some bears. And you can see here it says, keep out. And there's a little bear's paw. So we are going to do the caption action. Look out, bears are about. Okay, let's see if you can do it. So hands to here. Look out, bears are about. So we're doing our bear claws that we can see in the picture. Look out, bears are about. And the word out and about are those two words that have the ow sound we're learning today. Now let's have a look at the two letters that make the digraph ow. So I want you to think about the letter names. What are the letter names of these letters? O and U. So when you see this side of the card, you're going to say ow. See whether you can say that. Ow. Ow. And when you see this side of the card, you're going to say, look out, bears are about. Oh, now this time, I'm going to play a little game with you. I am going to hide the card amongst lots of other cards. And when you see that card, I want you to see whether you can do your caption action and then say the sound. So for example, I might show this one and you might say ch. And then this one you say, look out, bears are about. Ow. Do you reckon you can do that? Let's see whether you can do it. So I'm going to hide it in my cards. I don't know where it is. So let's see whether you can find that sound, do your caption action, look out, bears are about, and then say that sound. So let's go through those sounds. Ooh or ow or ooh or you. E. Look out, bears are about. Ow. Good. Right, let's see if I can do it again. Oh. Here we go. Next ones. Are your. Look out, bears are about. Ow. Well done. Now we're going to see whether we can segment and blend some of the words with our ow sound in today. So let's try this first one. Remember Miss Bailey's rule. We segment not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because that's going to help us to blend. Let's try this first one. A, b, out. A, b, out. A, b, out. About. I was walking about the classroom. About. Well done. Next one. Ooh. 2 digraphs in this one. Let's have a little go. Sh, out. Sh, out. Sh, out. Shout. Shout. The word is shout. Miss Bailey was very loud when she had to shout. Next one. Let's see whether you can do this one now. So I'm not going to segment it until you've had a turn first. So you can pause the video if you want to. Segment it not once, not twice, but 3 times. Let's see whether we can do it, whether you're right. S, ow, d. S, ow, d. S, ow, d. Sound. I could hear the sound of footsteps coming from the corridor. Sound. Well done if you got that one right. Oh, now this one's a hard one. We've got a suffix on the end of this one. We've got the suffix ing. So let's see whether you can do this one. I'll put this one a little bit further forward so you can see. See whether you can pause the video and segment it not once, not twice, but 3 times. Let's see if you're right. K, and k, together make kr, ouch, ing, kr, ouch, ing, kr, ouch, ing, crouch, ing, crouching, like Miss Bailey was crouching down to hide from the bear. Crouching. Fantastic. Now let's see if we can spell some of those words. So I want to see whether you can spell the word shout. Can you spell the word shout? And if you really want to challenge yourself, see if you can write a sentence with that word in too. Remember, pause the video now and see whether you can spell that word. Let's see if you're right. S-H-O-U-T. Ignore this T. Sorry, that's my card underneath. So S-H-O-U-T. Well done. Next one. Can you spell the word sound? Sound. I'm going to pause that video. Let's see if you're right. S-O-U-N-D. Well done if you were. Next one. About. About. Remember, pause that video. See whether you can spell it. Let's see if you were right. A-B-O-U-T. And the final one, crouching. Can you spell the word crouching that has the ing suffix on the end? Remember, pause that video. Let's see if you're right. C-R-O-U-C-H-I-N-G. Well done. Now make sure there's no finger space between crouch and ing. It's one word. We only use finger spaces between different words, not different parts of a word. So all of these letters need to be together. I want no finger spaces in between the ing and the crouch, because that's something that lots of us do. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a little turn at holding our sentence, writing it and then extending it. So the sentence we're going to be practicing today is I like to walk about, and we're going to be using the conjunction when to extend our sentence. So I like to walk about. Let's have a look at our actions. Big capital I, because it's a personal pronoun, it needs to be a capital letter. I. For like, we're going to put thumbs up. So I like. For two, we're going to spell our two in the air. So our T and our imagine you're sketching it in the air. So I like to. Then we're going to walk on the spot, and then for about, we're going to put our arm out like this, because we're going here, we're going there, we're going everywhere. Okay, let's try again. I like to walk about. And then what do we need to do in that sentence? Karate full stop. Well done. You can even do a kick if you want to. Let's try again. I like to walk about. Full stop. Now, I want you to see whether you can say the sentence this time. But I want to see whether you can say it really, really loud. Okay? I want to see whether you can shout. The only time you're allowed to shout in Miss Bailey's classroom. Are you ready? I like to walk about. Full stop. Now, you have to do it in a really quiet voice so barely anyone can hear you. Are you ready? I like to walk about. Full stop. Do you know what? I think we're ready to write our sentence. So let Miss Bailey bring our board up. So really important when we're starting to write, you need to be sat properly in your chair. You need to make sure you're holding your pencil properly. Best way to hold your pencil using the correct pencil grip, thumb and index finger. Get your pencil or your pen, place the nib of it in between. So you can see I'm holding it like this. Get your other hand, flick it over, and then bring your fingers underneath. And then you've got the correct pencil grip, okay? So let's try. I like to, so we need that big capital I. Finger space between our words. So the next word is like. Now the word like has a split digraph I in it. Okay, now we need to be making sure that we're using the correct spellings for words that actually we know the phonemes for. So let's try like, L. So ooh, is my first sound. I then have my split digraph I, and there's a space in between because remember, they're very chatty. And then, oh, do I need a curling k or a kicking k? What's going to be the difference? Well, if I do a curly k, when there's an e after a curly k, this k becomes a s. So that would say I lice, and we don't want that. We want a kicking k. And I'm going to show you writing that above it. So I've got rid of that curly k, because that's wrong. When there's an e at the end of that c, that letter k, it makes the k a s, and we don't want I lice, we want I like. So it has to be that kicking k. I like to. To is one of our common exception words, because that O is making an oo sound. I like to walk. Now walk is another one of those really tricky words, because it's making an all sound, but it's not written our or as in worn and torn like Cinderella. It's written A and L. So like in the word all, A-L-L, the A and L is making an all sound in that word. So we've got A and L. And then we've got a k at the end. So we've got to think, is it a curly k or that kicking? Kicking. I like to walk about, and that's using our ow sound from today. So think about how we're spelling the ow sound for look out, bears are about. So about, so I can hear that the first sound is ah, and then I've got bout, so b. Our ow sound from today, which is O and U. And then over here, because I can't fit it on, I'm going to put my T. I like to walk about, and I'm going to put my full stop on the end. Now, we're extending this sentence today using the conjunction when. So I want to know, when is it that you like to walk about? Okay. Is it that you like to walk about when it's snowing? Because we have had a lot of snow recently. Is it that you like to walk about when it's nighttime, or when it's dark, or when it's bright, or when it's light? So see whether you can extend my sentence using the word when. I like to walk about when I don't feel too tired. I like to walk about when it is snowy and icy because I could skid over, and that's quite fun. So think about how you can extend my sentence, I like to walk about, using the conjunction when. And tell me, when do you like walking about?